Hey everyone, it's Allie and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be comparing the Jeffree Star Nude palette. I'm not going to say what it's actually called. Comparing that to the Colourpop Bare Necessities palette. So if you guys did see, I obviously got both palettes and I wanted to do a quick little comparison. Quick, let's be real. I hope it's going to be quick because I have things to do. I remember when the Jeffree Star palette came out, I feel like a lot of people were asking for like a nude palette, and then when he came out with this, everyone was like, oh, kind of underwhelmed. But I was actually very excited. But I do remember when I did see this, I was like, I feel like I've seen that before. And then I obviously thought about Colourpop, and I did not own this palette already, but I went ahead and purchased it because let me open it up. As you can see, as a first impressions, looks kind of similar. So obviously at a quick glance, they look similar, but when you really look, they're not exactly the same. But I did want to do a comparison just because I believe that I couldn't have been the only one who thought, wait a second, that kind of looks the same. So I just wanted to do a little comparison to see how they are the same and how they are different. With Jeffree Star's palette, he did come out with a mini one, a mini nude palette, let's call it. And it comes with 9 different more shimmery shades, different tones. Like there's obviously that pinky one in the middle. And this one, the big one, it's all matte. So there are the shimmer options with the mini palette. The Bare Necessities palette has both matte and shimmers in here. Oh, and I did also get by Colourpop these little mini palettes just to do a comparison of the mini nude palette by Jeffree Star. I got 2 of them. I believe they had like a little bundle of the 2, and I believe currently they have a bundle of 3 with the Blush Crush, the Nude Mood, and the Making Mauves, I believe, which I did want to get that. So I'm kind of bummed that I missed out on that. But so these are the mini palettes. I feel like just want to do a little comparison. Let's start off with the big, I'm going to turn this, but let's start off with the big palettes first, shall we? Obviously, there is a size difference here. As you can see, the Jeffree Star one is larger. The pans are larger. Obviously different shape, and you can see that his has a mirror. The Colourpop one does not. So that's the most obvious difference at a first glance. The next obvious difference to me was that, again, this is an all matte palette where this is a combination of mattes and shimmers. And you do get a little bit more color variation in the Colourpop one, where I feel like the Jeffree Star is a true nude palette, which, again, I feel like people were asking for. And then when he gave it to them, they were like, oh, that's kind of boring. It's all nudes. Also, quick disclaimer, this is solely about makeup. I'm not getting into any of the drama and controversy or anything like that because, as most people know, if you don't know, Jeffree Star does tend to come with a lot of drama and controversy, so I'm going to be focusing on the makeup. So if you have anything to say about the drama or the tea or the controversy or anything like that, this is not the place for it, and you won't be getting any of that from me either. So if you come to see about the makeup, then you're in the right place. Okay, so let's move on. So yeah, this is like a true nude, where this is nude with a couple of different like purples and pinks and golds and things like that. Now, they both do have 30 colors in here. I was just curious because obviously the pan size looks different, but I don't know if maybe this was like more shallow. But no, in fact, this does have in each individual color, it's 0.5 gram more than this one. So this is 30 of 1 gram little pans. This is 30 of 1.5 grams little pans. Price difference. Let's get into that. The Jeffree Star palette goes for $62 for the large one. The Colourpop one goes for $34. So quite a difference there. I do thoroughly enjoy both products. As far as like company goes, I do enjoy Jeffree Star eyeshadows. I do enjoy Colourpop eyeshadows. So there is no bias here, but Yes, price difference, that's another obvious one. If you look into it, the Colourpop tends to be, in general, a lot more affordable than the Jeffree Star. Okay, so larger, has a mirror, 30 pans, more expensive. Smaller, no mirror, 30 pans, more affordable. And this is all matte. This has mattes and shimmers. Okay, now you can get the mini with the large one from Jeffree Star as a bundle. The mini nude palette by Jeffree Star does contain 9 shadows. I believe it's the same weight, where this is, yes, 1.5 grams and the Colourpop one is 1 gram each individual pan. These are all shimmers. And this goes for $28 and it does have a mirror as well. So that is that. And you can get the two, let me just like, how do I hide this? Okay, so you can get the two Jeffree Star palettes as a bundle for $78. So you do save a little bit of money when you get it as a bundle, but you're still obviously spending more because you're getting 2 products. The Colourpop Bare Necessities is $34. Their smaller 9-pan palettes go for $14. So obviously, again, more affordable than the Jeffree Star one. They also have a combination of mattes and shimmers on the small palettes as well, which I think comes in handy, especially for traveling. You don't have to bring like a giant palette or an even bigger palette. You can just bring these little guys. But I got these two as a bundle. I don't think they have these two as a bundle. Let me check. But the bundle of 3, where it has the Nude Mood, the Blush Crush, and the Making Mauves, which I'm missing and I wish I had. But it comes in a bundle of 3 for $39. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. So $14 each. However, these do not have mirrors. So again, more affordable, good quality from my experience with Colourpop in general. Have not used these either, but you do not get the mirror. I kind of want to do a little side-by-side using a little bit of each palette just to see how they compare. I'm gonna do this eye, we'll do with the Jeffree Star since he's already on my left, and I'll do this eye with Colourpop since I put those on my right. I'm gonna try to include swatches. Swatches are a little tricky for me. I'm not the best swatcher, I'm gonna be honest, but I'll try to do swatches to compare. I'm going to prime my eyes with my favorite primer, my new favorite primer, which is the Alamad Cosmetics, the Pero Primero Primer. This stuff, guys, is like glue, and I mean that in the best way possible. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my ring finger, put that on my eyes. I'm gonna go in with the Luxie 213T. It's the travel size shadow brush. For the Bare Necessities, I'm going to be using Hot Gossip right here. And I'm going to use Bottom. Hot Gossip is right here and Bottom is right there. So obviously a little different, but it's okay. So I'm gonna put Bottom over here with this right here into my crease. Right there. I probably should use a fluffier brush. I'm going to go over with the fluffier brush, but you can see that. Okay. But for consistency, I'm gonna go ahead and take Hot Gossip on the other side of the brush. I'm gonna go right here. Yeah, this primer is amazing. Definitely takes a little getting used to because you do have that tackiness. Let me flip that. Now I'm gonna take a brush with no additional product and just kind of buff that out a little bit. I feel like both sides went on really nicely. I feel like I need a little bit more on this side. I feel like I kind of like held myself back a little bit because this brush was a little more dense than I was going for. Close. Okay, I'm gonna take this color, Blowout, from Jeffree Star, right there. For Colourpop, I'm gonna take this color, Hustler, which is right there. I'll use this one because the other ones still have, so yeah, similar. This is Blowout, this is Hustler. Hustler is gonna go all over the lid, just like that. I hope this is like kind of similar because not like I'm doing anything today, but if I'm walking around with like 2 different eyes, this eye all over the lid. So those are both like a peachy beige, I would say. This one's definitely more like orangey, where this has a little bit more of the beige in there. Bit of that color called Fluffer, put it right on top just to lighten it a little bit. I like this one called Tabloid. I think Craving Chocolate's gonna be more similar. So Booby Trap and Craving Chocolate, maybe Invitation Only. This is a Colourpop one that I'm gonna use, which is the most similar. I'm gonna use Tabloid on my outer corner right here. And then the Jeffree Star one I'm going to mix a little bit. Invitation Only and Craving Chocolate. Very lightly tapping it into that outer corner. Now with that, obviously, again, they're not exactly the same, but I feel like this side is more pigmented than this side. I feel like I have to be more careful with the Jeffree Star side because you don't need a lot of pressure, where the Colourpop side, you can add a little bit more pressure and it's a little bit more forgiving. Full Expose from Colourpop and Silk Robe from Jeffree Star with this fluffy brush right up here, just like that. And Silk Robe, it's like a light peachy beige. Okay, I think I'm done with the mattes. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty similar, right? So let's go in with the shimmers. I'm gonna see if any of the shimmers from the mini Jeffree Star can compare to the ones from the large Bare Necessities palette. If not, I'll look into the Nude Mood. Off the bat, I feel like Idle Hour might be similar to Gagging. Idle Hour and Gagging. So obviously this is a little brighter, a little bit more white. This is more gold. This is Rumored by Colourpop. This is Bathhouse by Jeffree Star. Very similar. Let's see. Okay, one's like a little bit more taupey. Super similar. Soaking Sun. That's by Jeffree Star. This gold one is called Genie. Soaking Sun and Genie. Soaking Sun is that one. A little bit more coppery than Genie. Eiffel Tower. This one by Jeffree Star. It's like a brownie purple Dutch process. Similar. Similar, but not really. So this is Frozen Fire. It's like the pinky one. And the closest thing that I can find is Spree by Colourpop. Now the Frozen Fire looks like it's like a duochrome type of shift. It's like pink and gold. Whereas Spree looks like that like maroon, pinkish with gold shimmer in there. Frozen Fire. That's really cool. Spree. Okay, so you definitely see more of the pink in the Colourpop. But oh yeah, you see that. Really similar. So actually, I feel like I don't really need the other ones. Let's do Explicit by Jeffree Star compared to Revel. Nah, not really the same. So Explicit and Revel or Rebel, not exactly the same. So this is Bathhouse. I think I did that already, right? Yeah, Bathhouse, and then this is Rumored, and this is Silk Teddy. These two are by Colourpop. This is Jeffree Star. Bathhouse by Jeffree Star, Rumored by Colourpop, and Silk Teddy by Colourpop. You know what? I feel like most of the colors on the mini Jeffree Star can basically be found in the Bare Necessities palette. So these little guys are not really needed, but I got them for fun. So the Jeffree Star, and these are the mini ones, but as you guys saw, I feel like you can basically find similar ones in the Bare Necessities palette. I'll do the other ones. So Soaking Sun, which we already compared with one of the Colourpop ones. So Soaking Sun by Jeffree Star, I want to compare with Put On Airs by the Colourpop in the Nude Mood palette. That was, I think, this one that I did before with the Bare Necessities. Soaking Sun, right here. Put On Airs here, right there. The other ones, I feel like maybe not so much that are similar. Explicit looks kind of similar to Lap of Luxe. Yeah, the blush one, not so much, to be honest. I thought it would be similar to Frozen Fire, but no. Let's see, Frozen Fire, because it comes off more gold. That's Frozen Fire. Blush Wine. Yeah, no. Blush Wine I just put here, that's Frozen Fire. Oh, maybe Blossom Up. Where do I put it? My thumb, okay. Oh, that's kind of similar. Do you like that swatch, guys? Let's try that. Blossom Up by the Blush Crush. Blossom Up is here. Frozen Fire. So those are kind of similar because there's like a gold pink flip. This is The Talk by Colourpop, and this is Gagging by Jeffree Star. I don't know if I compared that already because I did so many. The Talk, Gagging. Those are similar. Let's do that right here. Right there. Just like a little shimmer. And we'll do Gagging on this side. So with the shimmery ones, I feel like the Colourpop actually I see a little bit more reflection there. Yeah, I'm gonna use my finger. So when I use my finger with the Jeffree Star, I feel like I got a similar result just using the brush with the Colourpop. So something to think about. Next, I'm gonna take a little pencil brush. This is called Crack On by Colourpop. It's that dark brown right there. I'm gonna put it right under here. Invitation only, which is that like reddish brown over here. All right, I'm going to do a quick little mascara and give my final thoughts. So, just to compare, this is a Jeffree Star eye. This is a Colourpop side. So my arms are covered in swatches. Oh my gosh, I got mascara there. No! Little trick, wait for it to dry and then wipe it. So as you guys can see, both eyes look pretty similar in my opinion. This one I did achieve using just the Bare Necessities palette, which is more affordable than the Jeffree Star palette. And this one I did achieve, but I did use both the large nude palette and the mini palette. So I had to use 2 different palettes to get this look, 1 palette to get this look. So something to think about. So I feel like the quality of both of them were actually really, really great. I'm very happy with both eyes. I guess as like a collector, I don't mind having these 2 palettes. So it's basically whether you want to buy 2 palettes to get the mattes and the shimmers, or if you want to buy just the one. I really didn't need these little palettes because again, I was able to use the mattes and the shimmers just from this palette. So you do also have a little bit more of like the pinks in there, the purples in there, whereas that I feel like the big palette is just brown. Basically, I'm happy with both. I like both. I kind of just wanted to show you guys a comparison of the 2 of them to see what would work better for you. Maybe you were thinking about getting one over the other. Do you need both palettes? Do you want both palettes? Do you need the mini ones? Do you not? I don't know. But I just want to show you guys just to compare. The swatches, I didn't do all of them, but I think you guys got a good idea. Obviously not exactly the same palette, but similar. You can get a similar outcome with each. And that is that. Just wanted to give a little visual for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed already. Ring the bell for notifications. That way you know when I do finally get to upload. And be sure to stay happy. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Do you have a second? Looking at both of my eyes, do they look the same, different?
Here, Mommy.
Thank you, honey.
I don't know. They look different, but I don't know what it is. I mean, if you didn't say anything, I would assume they're the same, but they look slightly different when you ask me that.
Okay.
Why? Are they different things?
Yeah. But you don't think one's better than the other?
No, they look very similar. I wouldn't be able to tell.
Cool.
Your right eye is shinier than the left.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's about it.
Thank you. Love you.